Hi everyone, welcome to Code Kamkaz YouTube channel. I hope everybody are doing good. In the last video, we had discussed about ML model components, and in this video, we'll be discussing about logging a model from our local to MLflow server. And in this video, we'll see what all components are there once you log the model, and we'll discuss briefly about ML model files and all the conda files and requirements files. So stay tuned until this video. We'll discuss about more into logging the model and all. So I'm going to show you a source code, how you can log a model and what all snippet that you need to add into your source code. So the same source code that I'm going to use for this activity also that I have used for logging your metrics. So here I have all the my libraries I have logged, I have added into my source code, and this is my MLflow URL. So where I have been currently running in my local, and if you want, you can run it on a cloud also. And as I shown in the last videos, like logging the metrics. And this is my experiment name. So I'm going to call my experiment name as a Bangalore 2. And if you haven't watched the last video, how to log a metric, so I request you to watch that video and come back to this. And so here we have the similar stages, loading the data and pre-processing it. And once it comes to training, so in the last discussion, while we logging the metrics, we have discussed about how to logging the parameters and metrics. So these are the parameters we have logged and all, and mean square error and r squared. So we have logged it. But when you would like to log a model, so you need to add another piece of line called as MLflow dot scikit-learn. So here we have been using scikit-learn as a library. So scikit-learn dot logging the model, and this is my model. And after that, this is my model directory where I would like to log my model. So just you need to specify the artifact path into your source code. So once you specify it, whenever you run it, this training model respected snippet code, it will log your model. And if you'd like to log the model in your local, like you can use the joblib.dump and you can dump it in your local area. So and if you want you can do that. Otherwise you can directly log your model into your remote server, which is MLflow. So either way you can do that. This is for training model. So if you want to log the model once it is evaluated, so you can go down, I think hyperparameter, yeah. So you just need to add the similar snippet over here, logging the model. So similar like mlflow.scikit-learn dot log the model, and this is my best model. It is going to give the it is going to log the train mod evaluated model. So whatever metrics we have evaluated is going to log over there, and this is my artifact. And you can ask me question, hey, why you are logging two models? One set is train model and another one is evaluated model. So just for we have been following the series where we have logged the two type of metrics. One is log metrics and train log the metrics related to training, and log the metrics related to evaluation, which is train and test data, which is 80% and 20%. That's why I have split the two models over here. So it's up to your requirement, how would like to make a customization, logging a single model, logging the multiple models, up to you. So fine. So this is just a snippet of code. You need to add into your along with your MLflow code. So I have used here in the last video also till this point, but I haven't added you much more about logging your model in the respective directory. So just need to add these two parameters snippet code into your actual code, and once it is done you can run it. So I'm going to show you the MLflow UI. Currently I do not have any experiments or I do not have any runs under this experiment, which is Bangalore 2. So now I'm going to run my code, and once I run it, so I will see two runs over there, and which is the two models. So under this Bangalore experiment 2, so it is getting running. Can refresh it. So when it is logged, one is for related to training. So this model related to trained it, and another one will get it once the evaluation is done. So see, 16 seconds ago it has been logged here, and another one is still logging. Let me refresh it. I think it has completed. Yeah, it has been completed. So if you come here, this is the trained one, and this is the model type. We have passed the parameters like random forest regressions. So if I take this and if I'll go back to my trained model, I can see this is me, my model type is a random forest and n estimator is 100, which is similar coming as a parameter. And these are all the metrics of my trained model. And if I would like to see like, whether my model has logged or not, so I need to come to the section called as artifact. So these all the basic information, guys, I have already explained you, which is when it has created, who has created, experiment ID, and status, whether it is finished or pending or failed, and run ID. And so you need to know what is experiment and run. So I have already made a video on this. If you haven't watched it, I request you to watch it. And what is the duration for this, and are there any tags, and what is the source, like, from which code you have ran this. So my source is bangalore traffic.py, which is my file name of my code. So I have named it as bangalore underscore traffic.py, and logged model. So this is where my model has been logged. Either you can go to artifact section, it will show you all the model details, or else you just need to click on this scikit-learn. It will take this respected section. So this section is giving the more information about your model, like, how your model has, and what directory under it has been stored, and what is the format it has been stored. So if you see, like, it has been logged as a model.pickle, and we have the ML model conda.yaml and model.pickle and python underscore env.yaml and requirement.txt. So we'll discuss about each one of the thing about, like, what is the each file. So first one, like, we have the ML model. So, like, if you want to know more about the ML model, so, like, the ML model is like a detail of manual for your machine learning model. This will, like, this fill your this will tell you to how to load a model, and what you need to what all you need to use it. And this is the most important information about how you, and when it was made, and it will give all the information. So typically it is going to show you like, how you need to use the model and model information, which experiment it has been used and all. So this is about the model file, which is a complete information about your a model. And if you take, like, first thing is artifact path, like, under which where it has been stored. So it has been stored the artifact path as a my model. So this name has came from the our source code itself. So we have mentioned this is my artifact path, which is my model, and it has given the same model. And if I go here, and this is the flavor. So flavor is a section says how different ways you can use this model. So you can use as a condor.yaml, and you can use as a virtual env, and you can load the models. And this is my model path, which is model.pickle, and prediction function, and what is a Python version it has used. And scikit-learn, where my code has been resides. If it is showing as a path, I don't know why it is not showing. And if it is using any Git or any source code management, it will show you the where your code has been resides. And pickled mode, which is the model.pickle, this is my shape. And serialization process format is a cloud pickle, this is my format. And what is the scikit-learn version, and MLflow version, and what is the size of bytes, and model UID, and what is my run ID, and what time it has been created. So this model ML model file gives you the complete information about how, and when, and how, what all parameters it has been taken to build the model. So it will give all the such information. And let's go to the conda.yaml. So the main usage of conda.yaml, like, if you want to reproduce the same model, if you'd like to utilize the same model in your anaconda environment, so you can take this conda.yaml and you can run all the dependencies, and you can use this model over there. That's about conda.yaml. So model pickle is something that, we have packaged all the required dependencies into your model, and as a package, and we tightly bundle it with the extension called as .pickle format. And it is in binary, so even if you download it, you cannot even see it, and you cannot even understand it, so what it is inside it. So if I go and show to you for your reference, and it will showing you open anyway. If I show any text file, this is how it show you. So it's in binary, that's why you cannot understand it. The next one, Python env. So if you would like to use the same model in any other environment by enabling the virtual environment, so you can use this. If you want to run it in a local, you can enable the virtual environment, and you can run these dependencies, it will run it. And requirement.txt. So if you would like to run the same model and any other targeted remote server, so on any virtual environment, so you can take advantage of this requirement.txt, and it will install all the dependencies, and it will run it. So This is all information about artifact section of your machine learning model. And now my model has been registered over here with this all the details, so I can share to anyone this model. They can take the reference of my model details, and they can use that model in their environment. And the next video I will show you how you can clone this model into download this model or load this model into another code, and how we can take the advantage of all the pre-trained model which resides into this MLflow. So I hope it is clear for everybody, logging the model in MLflow. And if you have any queries, or if you haven't any concerns about understandability of the code explanation, so please drop your comments in comment section. I'll happy to help you on this. So yeah, so that's all for this lecture, guys. I hope it is clear for everybody what all, how you can log the model, and what all parameters are there into MLflow artifact section, and what all, why we need these all files, why all files are required here, and what is the uses of these all files. So in the next section, we'll discuss about the next parameters, packaging your entire code, not the model, which, and later we'll see how we can register the model in MLflow. So stay tuned to this channel. We'll discuss more into the MLflow and advanced concept. Until then, thank you. Bye bye.